go, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. Thank you so much for stopping by today's sneak peek update video with a twist. There is a shocking ending to today's episode, but let's get right into all of the fantastic new upgrades coming to this Spring Town Hall 16 Clash of Clans update. First things first, let's use this progress base that you might recognize from the video the other day and let you know that no, the Town Hall is not getting an upgrade. Now, of course, 75 wall segments at 9 wall rings each. Okay, so fine, accumulating 675 wall rings might be a difficult task, but you know what is an easy task? That's right, you guessed it, subscribing to the channel and using creator code Galadon, but let's move on. Okay, Clan Castle, you knew that one was coming because of the 2 siege machine capacity. Slight hit point upgrade is the only other advantage you're gaining by upgrading your Clan Castle to level 12, and no, you cannot deploy 2 siege machines in one battle. Okay, moving on, Eagle Artillery going to level 7, and I have to say, this visual improvement is amazing, even better if you have the Egypt Queen skin. They seem to kind of go hand in hand right there, but good looking level 7 Eagle. Now, of course, the Monolith, that was pretty much expected by everyone, going to level 3 and getting about a 10% damage per second increase. And I have to say, the visual change here, not exactly what I expected, right? Still kind of looks Town Hall 15-esque. But let's move on, because yes, next up, we have, of course, the Builder Huts. The weaponized Builder Huts are all indeed getting a new level, so that's going to be significant. Going to level 6 gives them a 15 DPS buff, which is over 10% per defense. That's going to be huge. You're going to want to work on these right away if you think they're actually going to make a difference. That you're kidding yourself. Okay, no, seriously, we'll show you that in just a minute with a shocking conclusion to today's episode. Other, maybe not quite so shocking changes, the fact that these cannons and these archer towers are staying the same. Boring. Army camps not gaining a new level, neither are spring traps nor the skeleton trap, but guess what? The tornado trap, that's right, stays at level 3. Okay, moving on. Now, this also feels a little bit incomplete. Out of place is the Spell Factory. Doesn't quite look Town Hall 16 yet, right? I don't know what's happening over there, but yes, the pet house gaining a new level, level 10 pet houses for everyone. Okay, maybe not everybody, but if you get there and upgrade, you can unlock the space helmet parasite looking jellyfish mind control beast. Anyway, okay, so we'll talk more about the gameplay of the Angry Jelly in just a moment and show you it in action, but let's also talk about new levels coming over in the lab. That is right, the Yeti going all the way to level 6 with a very small increase in hit points and damage per second. We also have the Electro Titan. This could be exciting, maybe making her a little more powerful, going up about 10% as well in DPS. Then we have the Ice Golem, happy to see this. The freeze upon destruction goes up by half a second. And then last and probably least, the Flame Flinger with a very small increase in all of its stats going up to level 5. So let's step back and take a look at the Angry Jelly, the level 10 pet house inhabitants, and of course, the 10 levels that you need to upgrade to get your Angry Jelly fully maxed out. And notice the ability duration. That is an ability while attached to your hero that causes your hero to target defenses. Here is the Angry Jelly in action. So the Barbarian King seems hypnotized, going straight after the Archer Tower. And yes, the Angry Jelly has a slightly longer range of attack. It will begin to attack those defenses as well. And during this phase, the Angry Strawberry Jelly cannot be targeted by defenses and does not trigger traps. Now, of course, eventually this is going to wear off, and that is apparently when the Angry Jelly quote unquote detaches from its host. It sounds a little bit disturbing, but when that happens and that 35 seconds finally runs out at level 10, now the Angry Jelly is going to start attacking the nearest building, just like you see the Barbarian King here doing, and it's no longer technically attached. You can see the King is no longer under what seemed to be some strange sort of mind control. So yes, it feels like it's straight out of a strange science fiction story, but looks very, very cool. And now we'll just keep playing this out so that you can see that now that the ability has worn off, the Barbarian King is back to attacking regular buildings. Now traps will be triggered by the Angry Jelly and defenses will target it. It goes down pretty quickly, as you can see right there. Its DPS and hit points are closest to a maxed out Spirit Fox, I would say. So yes, there's a lot of upgrading to be done and leveling up to happen in this next Town Hall 16 content update. But let's get out and attack our very first complete looking Town Hall 16 fully maxed out. And this is a pretty well-designed base used by some CWL professionals in the past. We are, of course, going after it with spammed Root Riders and Valkyries and very little strategy other than I do love bringing twin overgrowth spells. That's right, I've got 2 overgrowths that I will cast upon the core of this base as everybody else moves in and around. Now, of course, the Angry Jelly is on the Barbarian King. I'll admit that in this spam style attack, you don't really notice much of a difference at all. And my Warden was set to air just to try to increase the difficulty level of this attack. Obviously that is not going to work, but here we go. Okay, so the second overgrowth goes down because it's fun to do, and it's also fun to watch the entire attack pause, and the remaining army units and heroes sit around and contemplate the meaning of life. It's just about to happen right about now. And then the overgrowth wears off and everybody heads back towards the core. And this is where you may all be shocked. Yes, we have upgraded all of the walls, all of the defenses. And yes, it turns out that all of those massive upgrades have made a difference in the strength of defense, because while it may at first appear to be an overwhelming 3-star, that is right, the level of that new clan castle enough to stop the battle and terminate it in only a 99%. So good news, defense so much stronger than it used to be. Definitely spend hundreds of millions of resources upgrading those walls that Root Riders are about to gnarl through in a split second. But there you go. There's the next update. Thank you, Galadon, for watching all the way to the end of the episode. Make sure you get out there and make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. And I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. Galadon, there's not enough time for me.